Hello, this is Jilly Bling. How are you today? I have another project using Wishes All Around bundle. And this is the card. Beautiful wreath. And it's a gate fold. Isn't that nice? And I'm trying to make cards that are easy to reproduce for the holidays. So this one went together really quick, no coloring involved. You just cut out the die, the snowflake die, 2 times. And I put a little bit of gray back behind it, just solid color. Because the wreath got lost without that. And then I used some silver, I think that's called a holographic paper, iridescent rhinestones, a little bit of ribbon, and this designer paper is retired, but there are so many alternates, and I have a few pulled off to the side to show you in just a minute. And then these are greetings from the Winter Owls set. Warm wishes, because this is all about snowflakes. Then I love this inside saying, may you have time to enjoy the quiet moments of the season. So when you think about the holidays, and you know how people always say, how's your holiday, or how you doing, or how was your time off? And I think we're all kind of on automatic pilot and we just give them an answer that, oh yeah, it was great. But when you really think about it and you think back, just say to last year or the year before, or maybe a year that you went away, what is the time that you really like? And I like all the time that everyone is kind of expected to be with family and down, like for a whole week straight. It's just being at home. It's cold outside, you can't do anything. Or the times when family does come together for a meal. We do every Sunday as a family dinner, which is nice. But during the holidays, we do that quite a few days. And I like that too. So to me, that's what the holidays are about. So this sentiment really hit home. May you have time to enjoy the quiet moments of the season. I mean, that is right on target. So this is today's project. And we'll be using the dies from the Wishes All Around. And those dies, I'll show you in the catalog in just a minute. There's 3 different main wreath dies. So this is one of them, the snowflakes. But there is also the one we did yesterday. Oh, right here. The wreaths. So I did a different card with different designer paper. This is, what is it called? Joy of Christmas designer paper. And this is an easel card. But this is using more of the greenery type wreath. And aren't those fun? And I also did a different card using the same wreath for a thank you card. And that has the owl on it. Very different. Very different than the easel card. But again, quite sweet. Okay, so let's get started. Oh, and I have one more. I want to do one with the other die, which is a Christmas tree die. And I'll show you that in just a minute when I open up the catalog. So I'll be using Wishes All Around and then Winter Owls, mostly for the words. Die sets will be using Something Fancy. And I'm looking around, not remembering what I'm using this for. Something Fancy. Maybe we're not using it on this. Oh, that's for the words shape. Wishes All Around, of course, for the snowflakes. And Stylish Shapes is for the gray circle. Okay, so we'll do one just like this, trying to keep it simple, and you'll see how quickly it goes together. So over here, all this stuff has purpose. It's going to show me where to score it. Oh, we'll be using this new ribbon, and it is called Iridescent Ribbon. Very pretty. It goes great with the iridescent rhinestones. So we'll be doing that in a minute. In the catalog on page 135, it shows the bundle. And here you could see the greenery wreath, the Christmas tree wreath, which is this one. We'll do that one will be tomorrow's. And then also the snowflake one. And then there's, for each of the wreaths, there's a few add-ons. Snowflakes, little trees, or greenery. Fun, fun, fun. So as I mentioned, alternates, if you don't have this paper, and this was Season of Chic paper. So if you don't have that, look how pretty this would be. And this is in the new mini catalog. And it comes in all these tones. And this would be just beautiful for this card. Or just take a look at what you have at home. I think there's one other color here. Yes, that one would be pretty too. Or this one just came out in the mini catalog, and I thought this page would be beautiful. Instead of this snowflake paper, this would be really nice. Or this one too. Like, do you like the yellow warmer tones, or do you like the super cool tones? And this paper is beautiful. We'll be using this paper, different pages on the next project. Okay, back on task. Ribbon. Let's just do a double bow while it's here. I always love new product. So this one's going to be kind of a big bow because the ribbon is a little bit wider than usual, than most of the ribbons. So this afternoon I went out and I had my nails done, and I like the guy because he does a really good job, but he says, if you're doing videos, you need to have nice nails. And I'm like, yeah. He goes, I just learned something new. Do you want to try marble? You know, like a granite countertop? He goes, it is so cool. I'm like, sure. He goes, yeah, you need to keep up on stuff. And in my head, I'm thinking, yeah, I do. Anyhow, this is what he did. And it's maybe 2 hours old. And I'm hoping it grows on me. Otherwise, this is going to be a long 2 weeks. He's like, it matches your shirt. Okay, I'm trying. I'm trying to be hip, but it's hard. Okay, this is going to show us where to score. We'll do iridescent rhinestones at the end. This is for the words. Let's just get the words done. Warm wishes. Warm wishes. I went to my my eye doctor about a month ago. I had my checkup. He says I have to go only every 2 years. I'm thinking, I don't know, my insurance pays for it every year. He goes, yeah, but your eyes aren't changing and you've never had problems. I'm like, I know, but I'm getting old and my eyes. He goes, well, do whatever you want. Anyhow, so I got new glasses, which is always fun because that means, see, when I put on my glasses, I'm smarter. That's what I think. So if I put on like glasses that are the exact right prescription, I'm going to be so smart. Okay, so I'm purposely cutting this out because if I were to run it through all as one piece, I would get my my machine cutting plates pattern on here, and I like how fresh the paper is without those little patterns. Warm wishes. We're getting there. Okay, that's the words. So this is paper. This is the holographic paper. Woo! I'm looking up at the screen. I could tell that I'm blinding you. Kind of having fun with that. Okay, so this paper we're going to cut out 3 snowflakes. And the snowflakes, interesting. I'm sure there's a reason, and I don't know quite yet. 2 of them are together, and then there's a solo snowflake. Yeah. Okay, so let's cut out snowflakes. Snowflakes. Okay, what else do we have here? That's for making the card. Here are papers for cutting out the circle, and then 2 snowflake wreaths. And I have to admit, punching all of these little pieces out of here, it did take a few minutes. I was doing it for both cards, but I didn't like it. But after I got it all put together, now I like it. Okay, and then this is just for building the card. Let's see, we're going to score at 2 3/4 and 8 1/4. So you all just stay right there. You just stay all pretty to, here, I don't want you to get stuck underneath my paper cutter trimmer. I love my paper cutter trimmer. Okay, and open the trapdoor. Score at 2 3/4. And I'm looking right up here. Can you see that? Okay, 2 3/4 and 8 1/4. So I think my nail guy did this. Maybe he did just learn it, just like he said. Because he was talking about, he goes, did you see that lightning and hear all that thunder last week? I said, yeah, that was great. And personally, I don't mind it. I don't like that the lightning might cause problems, but the thunder certainly doesn't make me a mess. Okay, whenever you have a gatefold and these are supposed to come together, I don't know if you could tell that they're kind of hanging up just a little. If ever that happens, that, boy, it's either too tight or too loose. This one's a little bit too tight. Turn it opposite. Then, before you confirm the fold with your bone folder, kind of scooch this back. There's just a little mini bit of a bow in there. And then try the other side. Sometimes just turning it inside out, everything suddenly works. Or other times you get a second chance. See, now they're perfectly lined up. Happy, happy, happy. Okay, so I was talking about JP and the weather. He said, yeah, it was thundering like in the middle of the night. He goes, and I just loved it. So he's staying at his girlfriend's house, and he goes, I just went out on the patio and I was just taking it in. Like, wow. He goes, but then the lightning, it hit the apartment. And he goes, and it lit up a big flash, and there's a little bit of smoke. Nothing was on fire. And then I guess the next day the TV didn't work. I'm like, you were hit by lightning. Because I know. He goes, at that point I decided to go in. I'm like, yeah. But now that I tell you that story that he told me today, you wonder? I said, that's why you did that, huh? He says, imagine how it would look if it was like orange nails with black going through them. I'm like, yeah, that would look pretty spooky. He goes, you want to do that? And I'm like, no. He goes, I saw somebody and they did autumn nails and they were like a matte, kind of a red-brown. I said, no. Because that's reminiscent of something being not clean. I don't like that. He's like, oh yeah, I guess so. He goes, what about army green, like this kind of green? I said, no. That's like if somebody has fungus or something. He goes, well, see, you're not letting me do whatever I want. You are a little picky. I'm like, well, okay. But there's some things I won't do. And you know what? I can almost guarantee you, next time, it's going to be pink. Just something really boring. This is too wild. And I know it's my fault. I said it was okay, and I'd give it a try. So you never know. Maybe tomorrow I'll wake up, and the cup of coffee will make me say, yeah. But at this point, it's a stretch. Pool party. Pool party. Pool party is always good for summer and winter. Okay, so let's put glue on the back of this, kind of all over, and this is just going to set right on top of the pool party. The pool party snowflake wreath. So as I'm putting glue on this, see how the ends of the snowflake, half of them have little holes, circles on them, which is a cute detail. That's great. Then the other half don't. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so see how this has a hole in it, and that one just has a snowflake button? I'm going to try to stagger this with the pool party. Okay, so I'm holding on to a regular button. So I'll put the whole one right there. And yeah, at first it goes on a little rough. But after you keep working with it, all of a sudden you'll be like, ah, that's how it goes. I'm looking at this hole with that button one. And just push them down, get glue all over. Just so it looks like a little bit more of a solid wreath. Okay, that's good. Now I would put glue on the back of this and then put this on, but because I have my new glasses on, I'm smart now. I'll put glue on here. 2 rings, how's that? Make sure it sticks. Okay, and this gets flipped over. I'm like, okay, that's good enough. But if you flip it over all the way, you could see, get it really centered. Okay, dry. That's going to go on here with dimensionals. And, well, I'll just set it on here for now. Isn't that cute? Here, this can hold it down. So let's put on these little snowflakes. Holographic snowflakes. They are just sparkling, falling down from the sky. That's a good one. I'm just trying to put them in areas that don't have other snowflakes on them already. There. One more. Right there. You can see I'm not all that precise with them. Just wherever they want to be. That's good. That's what Mother Nature does, right? She just lets them all fall. Okay. Then I'm going to put this on with dimensionals. I could do that. Oh, and then I want to put the bow on. Yes! It's going to be so pretty. Okay, so dimensionals. I'm going to go on only half of it because I don't want to stick that door closed. So you're probably like, that's a little bit shallow. You probably could go up higher. But I'm going to put them on here. Yeah, Lori Hancock, I know it's more than what I need. But you know what? I could do that. Yeah. Oh, I didn't get this lined up. This one isn't underneath that one. Well, every snowflake is different. There we go. Okay, so at this point, that'll do, but I think we could decorate it a bit more with the words and then the bow, and then rhinestones. Yeah, this might be a problem. It makes me think it's a thread. Get it off of there. He spent so much time on it, he would be crushed if I came back and it was painted a solid color. Okay, warm wishes. You don't even notice that those two are off. Okay, and then the bow right here. Oh, isn't that pretty? Pretty. A glue dot. Right there. Then, you know me, I have to make sure it's stuck on there. The only thing is when I go to take a picture, many times the glue is still white, hasn't dried yet. So Tony went out into the garden. He's on a sports trip right now. He won't be back until 8 tonight. He went on, this morning he went out and he picked all these tomatoes. He says, hey, make some of that pan fry spaghetti stuff that you do. I'm like, okay. He goes, and I got you some garlic and I got some basil. So, after I finish this, I'm going to be making some spaghetti stuff. Takes forever. Maybe I'm just slow at it. Okay, iridescent rhinestones. Right here. I'm going to do one of each size. Small, medium. That's small, medium. Here's small. Ooh, aren't those pretty? Oh, here's some small in here. Okay, a big one. Right there. A medium one. Right here. And a little one. He also, from the garden, picked 2 kinds of peppers. Like jalapeno peppers. And like some other peppers that I guess are really hot. And he cut them all up, put them in a bowl. He said, here, half of it, add these peppers to it. And lofting from the kitchen to here, all of a sudden, it was like, you're going to eat that? That is so spicy. He goes, wait till you cook it. He goes, and don't accidentally touch it and then touch your eye. And I'm like, okay, thanks for the heads up. So he did that last night. This morning I woke up, he goes, oh my gosh, so you know that I washed after I cut all those peppers? I'm like, yeah. He goes, and then this morning when I'm brushing my teeth and washing my face, he goes, guess what? The peppers came to visit me. I'm like, really? I thought you washed. He goes, I washed and I showered. And they're still there. Why would anyone eat that and put that in their tummy? I mean, that's going to be spicy. Like in the mouth and later. But I said, hey, he wants it on half of them. Pool party, snowflakes. Isn't that cute? Do you see how cute these are? Look at those perfect little snowflakes. Bo is outside barking about something. I got him one of those beds. And I got the bed. He has another bed. He sleeps on the couch. I got this one just because when we were watching Bruiser and he was here, Bruiser, instead of being up in our lap like he normally is, he chose to go to in his house and sleep in that bed. I'm like, that must be a really special bed. Then when we were helping the kids at the property, can't find Bruiser. Where is he? He's in the tent, in his bed. I'm like, that's a special bed. So, I don't know. Well, I was going to say I don't know that Bo has anxiety. But when we're gone, he's kind of a mess. So maybe he does have anxiety. Anyhow. Said it was delivered today and it's not here. I have a feeling it's at the post office. But he needs to try this bed. Gosh, I hope he likes it. Okay, I think we're done with this card. Do you like it? See, I can make a lot of these. It just takes a few minutes to cut out the 2 wreaths and the snowflakes. But isn't that just beautiful? Big old sparkly bow. It'll take a little bit to mail that. So maybe a different ribbon would be better, but that sure puts on a show. Okay, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.